Continuing work on the wedge that'll hopefully be fixing the whole leak issue, but battling some weather in the process. And yes, I did find a load on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Sorry, no Rusty in the opening or close tonight. He's already tucked inside in bed with my wife. We got more work done on the wedge today. Got all the diamond plate on. And but we were battling weather. A big thunderstorm came through. We had to pull everything inside in the garage to get that finished, and then the rain just didn't give us a break, so we could not get the wedge back up on top of the box today. Hopefully going to be able to do that tomorrow. Yeah, today is Friday the 30th. Tomorrow, Saturday, I've checked the weather, and the rain, it's supposed to be pretty much raining off and on all night through about 5 a.m. But then tomorrow morning it should be drying out, and then not going to rain again until about 3 p.m. So we have a little window there, late morning to early afternoon, where we're going to get the thing up there, get it into place. We're going to put that this rubber steel rubber. I keep calling it rubber steel. Steel rubber, by the way. Some people did put in the comments, where did you get that stuff? And do they make gaskets for other things? Yeah, they do. For all sorts of vehicles, cars, car trunks, RVs, door frames. These guys make it for almost anything. They have a website. They have a YouTube channel, Steel Rubber. You can go check that out. I was just watching some of their videos earlier. So we'll get that on there, and hopefully then I'll use the marine sealant and finish that off before the rain starts again. Well, then it'll be a good test, if nothing else. So here's what we got done today. All right, with the help of the lovely Mary, we've gotten the side triangles-ish things now covered in the diamond plate. And you can see we have it folded over, so that bottom edge, so when you're standing on the ground looking up, this is what you'll see, that bottom edge. I wanted that covered in the diamond plate, that front edge as well. And then we wrap around the bottom part of the back edge, which you won't see because it'll be against the cab. But the main piece is going to come across this backboard, and of course all on that sloping board, which will be the other direction. But yes, here's the diamond plate on the other side. Took a lot of cutting and folding and hammering, and then we'll screw them on. All right, we had to move everything into the garage because we had a big thunderstorm come through, but you can see I've got the top diamond plate on now. It's wrapped around the back, as you can see down there. We screws on the back I wasn't worried about. I just didn't want to have to put too many on the top. And I had to put a couple more than I had planned on, just to hold the diamond plate down flat. See right there, there, and a few up at the top. I will be using that marine sealant around those. Those are the pole barn type screws that have their own rubber gasket on them, so hopefully that'll help. But anyway, just gotta do a little more trimming. Gotta screw down all the sides, side flaps. And then if the weather cooperates, maybe we can hoist this thing up there. We'll get the rubber steel or steel rubber, whatever it's called, gasket on the back. We'll try to hoist that up there and get it in place before the rain starts coming again. Okay, now just got some stills here to show you basically how the whole thing looks. You know, another shot from the side. Here you can see how I folded the diamond plate over and fastened it down, and another close-up of that. And I'll be sealing those little seams there as well. Now I know there's some of you who disagree in this whole theory of what I'm trying to do with building this wedge and then putting the steel rubber gasket up there. You know, it just proved to me before that the wedge didn't work as far as that rubber stuff I put up, because the wind got underneath and ripped the damn thing off. That's why I didn't want to have anything going from the wedge up over to the cab. I wanted to keep it a separate unit, because once that rubber stuff blew off and I had to get it pulled off at that TA, and I did run into all that rain out on the road last week, it didn't leak. So I think that proved that the wedge worked. It's just, it killed that masonite board, because when that stuff gets wet, it tends to expand and curl up and blah, blah, blah. So the whole theory of then using, for one, plywood for the board and then covering it all with the diamond plate, which has worked well for the box essentially, and then putting very few screws into the top part, and again using the pole barn type with the rubber grommets on them. And I've even put caulk around all those just to goop them up to make them extra, you know, waterproof. I think it's really going to work. I just hope it's going to work. I'm not positive. I don't know everything. I'm guessing here. And I'm doing the best I can to try to get a viable solution. And I still wanted to have the wedge up there for the pitched roof for the winter months if I'm parked anywhere and it snows overnight. And you get 12 inches of snow. I would like it then when I get moving that it can slide off, or when the sun hits it, it'll start to melt and again, drip off and not just be stuck up there and let water collect. That's the whole idea. So with any luck, we'll get the wedge up there tomorrow. My older son, he's recovering from the wisdom teeth thing well enough, I think, that he and my wife can help me get that up there. I've got some 2.5-inch deck screws. I'm going to put that in on the side with. Now that it drops down farther on the sides of the box, it's going to be easier to secure. You saw how the diamond plate wrapped all the way around those boards I put up there, so that's what you'll see from below. I'll put the marine sealant, that 4200 FC, along any edges now where when I'm driving down the road, if the wind wants to pick up the rain and try to push it back up in that section, well, that's where that marine sealant's going to come into play so that it won't get in there. Plus, I'll seal any of those seams where one diamond plate section covers the, where I had to bend it over so it meets the next part. I'm going to seal all that with that marine sealant as well so that it won't get up there, and that's exactly what it's for. I mean, it's for boats, for crying out loud, and if it can withstand seawater and all that, and they said it's great for hulls and for windows, for the what do they don't call them windows on boats, they call them the round things, portholes. That's what they're called, portholes on boats, the round ones. Anyway, so there you go. Okay, so we'll continue on tomorrow, and I'll take some video definitely once we get the wedge up there and I get the gasket in place. I really think this steel rubber stuff is going to help that out. I'm feeling positive about that. And like I say, then we're going to have a whole bunch of rain again tomorrow night. So that'll be a good test. And then on Sunday too, if I need to throw more water at it, I'll throw a sprinkler up there or whatever I got to do. But I think not only is this going to look really nice, it's going to put that slope on there right at the back of the cab. It's going to look nicer, and then overall I think, I hope, can only hope at this point, you just keep trying, that it'll finally take care of that leak. Okay, and on to the subject of loads. Yes, some people did say, I should sign up for load boards, and I had signed up for the DAT load board. I've had the free thing for a little while, but I went ahead the other day and chalked up the $40 a month for the lowest level, which you can get. So at least you can call the brokers and see their phone numbers and stuff. You can pay up to $175 a month if you want to for that. Then you can see everything, and you can see, line haul rates, yada, yada, yada. I don't need to see that. Mark has that at Whitestones. I can call him and say, look, here's what I'm looking at. At least this gives me a chance so I can call. And I did call. And Mark wasn't entirely thrilled with the load I ended up booking because of where it's going to. Syracuse, New York, and it's a long run. But it's the only thing I've seen on that board in the last 3 days that paid $2 a mile. Well, or close to $2 a mile. It was on there a couple days ago at like $1.40 a mile. And then it showed up there again today. It's picking up Monday. And they had it at, 3,300, I think is what it was at. And, I say, look, can we do any better? I need to do a little bit better to do this. I'm only over here in Cheyenne. It picks up in Morrill, Nebraska, not far away. I'd like to do this for you. And so I at least got them up to 3,400. So with all miles, deadhead included, that still pays me $2 a mile. And that's way better than anything I'd been seeing coming out of this area right now. So, yeah, maybe it wasn't the best. I would have liked to have a shorter hop at only $2 a mile and then get something better from there. But I wasn't seeing anything, and I kind of wanted to get something ironed down for Monday so that I knew I had something in place, and that's what I did. So at least I'm getting paid $2 a mile to do it. And it picks up not far away, and I don't have to go down to Denver and deal with the Denver traffic to pick it up. It picks up over in Morrill, Nebraska, right over the border from Wyoming, not too far away from me, and then I deliver early Thursday morning. So hopefully we can get back into the pocket there where we can get into the good regions and start making some more money. At least I'm getting $2 a mile to get out of the house, and usually with turquoise I never did that well getting out of the house. It was usually much, much less than that. So I think that was pretty good overall. I think that was a pretty good one to take. You know, Mark isn't as thrilled as I am, but you know, I was like, look, I'm willing to take that to get out, and then we can try to make better money from there. So that's what I'm doing. I will have been home almost in a full week, but it's given me time to try to work on the thing. I've got other stuff I got to finish up that I'm going to take care of. I just replaced a couple of bulbs tonight on the truck, on the back of my fairings at the bottom. They're the turn signal and marker light bulbs, and of course both of them went out. Luckily those are cheap. I went down to Sap Brothers and it was a big, like, what, $8.94 for both of them. Bonk bink, swap them out yourself. Those are little bulb things like that, drivers, you should never pay a shop to do. My God, they charge you so much for that. So like I say, you know, under $9 and I got it done myself. I'm going to be doing those boots and other stuff tomorrow, hopefully with the weather, depending on how that goes. But I've got a couple more days now to get everything else done, to try to finish this thing, get reloaded, get all refreshed, get back on the road, and hopefully we'll be out there making some money. What do you think? All right, well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Just a quick update. Please subscribe. That helps me out. Please like if you would like to. If you don't like it, then don't like. But if you like it, please like. That does help me out as well. That tells YouTube to maybe recommend my videos, you know, and stuff like that, and crap like that. It helps me get more views, so I do appreciate that. I don't make a lot of money off YouTube. I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you exactly what I make. I make anywhere from an average of generally $200 to $400 a month. 400 is a good month. 200 is an average month. If I have a video like when Mark's truck got crashed that gets more views, well, then I can make a little bit more. As I say, I do these for me, just for my. I need a entertainment venue. I need a, because of all my years in radio. That's why I started doing this, just for my own sake. I don't do it for the money. I drive a truck for the money. You know, I don't make much. It maybe buys me a pair of shocks a month or some, you know, truck parts. It helps that a little bit. You know, so yeah, don't make a lot of money doing this. I just do this because I've got a lot of loyal followers now, and I appreciate you guys. And this is just my way to, you know, like I say, after all my years in radio, I need to entertain a little bit. I need to have my creative outlet, I guess, as such. So anyway, yeah, please subscribe, please like and comment, yada, yada, yada. Ring that bell for notifications so you know when the new videos come out. Rusty's sleeping inside, so sorry he's not in the end. But as I always say, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty sleeping inside. Out. You're driving real fast, Larry. I don't like driving fast. Oh, look, cows. Oh, hey, oh, this is good. It's like the Flintstones car wash.
There it is.
All right. There's Justin. He went back. He's building a new computer, and he just got back from getting the right memory because he had ordered the wrong memory.
As Clutch Trucker likes to say, there was torrential rains in Denver, so it's very rainy.
But you made it.
Yes.
Now you're going to put the memory in the computer, and hopefully all will be well.
Hopefully all will be well.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you, Clutch.